Hi Libra, here is your love reading for the month of April going into the month of May. I have pre-shuffled and laid out your cards, so we're going to get straight into your reading. Now, the first card we've got the King of Wands here, and it is reversed. Now, the King of Wands, it is a fire energy, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And for these general readings, it's not gender specific. This could very well be talking about a person in your life, okay? As I said, possibly a fire sign. But it could also be talking about your own energy, okay? The King of Wands as a person when he's reversed, he can be somebody with a massive ego problem. He can be quite bitter and he can be quite intolerant towards others. He can be quite an unreasonable character, okay? If we're talking about this being your energy, then it can very much talk about the need for you to be realistic with your goals when it comes in terms, of your relationships. It can very much talk about the need to accept what the other person is offering to you at the moment. And maybe not expecting too much more, okay? Because there is a possibility that you could end up getting let down. It can as well talk about, if this is a partner, it can talk about somebody who is either very controlling of you in general or is being overly controlling towards you at the moment, okay? Now, what's crossing that King of Wands? We've got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, when it's upright, it talks about the need to take a break. It talks about the need to take a break from a stressful situation. It can as well talk about taking a break from a relationship. When it's reversed, it talks about obviously not being able to take that break. It can talk in terms of things are just very chaotic at the moment in regards to your relationship. Maybe you don't fully know where you stand with this person. Maybe there is lots of arguments between you both. It can also be an energy whereby you seem to resolve a particular issue between you both, and then another issue seems to raise its ugly head, okay? And it just feels at the moment that maybe arguments, issues and problems just keep mounting up between you both. Now, down here, we've got the Three of Pentacles. And it is reversed. This is in the present moment now. When this is reversed, sorry, it's not the 3, it's the 5. Sorry. Scrub that. It is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? When it is reversed, it can talk about, in some respects, the need for you to try to regain your self-confidence. Maybe something's going on in this relationship and it is taking a knock on your own self-confidence. Maybe it's also in regards to the confidence that you have within your partner or within this relationship. It can as well talk about how it can touch on there being that through this month of April, you may start to see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. It may feel like some of these bad times you've been going through may very well be coming to an end, or it's obviously something that you're hoping for, okay? Now, in the near past, you've got the Fool card here. It is reversed and it is a major arcana. When it's reversed, it talks about not rushing into something new. It talks about a warning against making any rash decisions. It talks about there being some red flags here. Now, this could be in terms of you possibly wanting to end this relationship, or it could be your partner. But it could also sometimes talk about not rushing in and getting too caught up within this relationship. Because when it's reversed, it kind of looks like this man has literally got his head in the clouds. And it can talk about an element of acting immaturely maybe, or feeling in some respects like you're on cloud nine, feeling like you've met the perfect one, but getting too carried away with this. And this may be how you have been feeling. But there's definitely some issues here, okay? Now, up here in your best path to follow, we've got the Knight of Swords. Now, the thing with the Knight of Swords is he goes charging in and he's looking for arguments. The Swords is all to do with our thoughts and our communication. It can very much talk about there being some obstacles to overcome here. The Knight goes charging in, and as I said, it talks about verbal confrontation, about yelling, about arguing with each other. You know, and the need here is for you to slow down, to not allow yourself to go charging in. You are the air sign being Libra. So I do feel this is more talking about you than your partner. The Swords is for you, Libra, as well as Gemini and Aquarius. If you feel this month that, I don't want to say temptation, but if you feel that you and your partner are getting to the point where this type of verbal confrontation is going on, you're going to need to look for other ways to deal with it. It's no good going charging in and having these massive blowouts and arguments with each other, because nothing's going to get resolved. You know, this Five of Pentacles being in the present, I think it's more talking about how you're wanting this relationship to work out. You're wanting an end to the bad times. But you're not going to create the end to the bad times between you both if you're going to go charging in with some form of verbal confrontation. Now, as the outcome, we had the Knight of Cups. So I decided to pull a clarifier on that, and we got the King of Cups, but reversed. We're going to talk about the Knight of Cups first. The Knight of Cups, it talks about an offer of love being made to you, okay? So yes, if this verbal confrontation can be resolved and you can try to resist behaving in that way, then we can see somebody, you know, offering their cup of love to you, okay? We can see maybe to some extent something being resolved. The only thing with the Knight of Cups, and to me, I feel this applies whether this card is upright or reversed. It can talk about you making sure that you know exactly what this person is offering. Because the Cups is water energy, okay? Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. So some of you may very well be involved with a water sign. The thing is, they tend to base their decisions from how they're feeling on an emotional level. And obviously, everybody's emotions can fluctuate and change on a daily or weekly basis. So sometimes with this Knight of Cups, you can end up finding yourself slightly confused because you don't really know what is being offered. It's like they may say something and promise something, but then a week later that changes, or those promises never come to anything. And it's like I said at the very beginning with that King of Wands energy, about knowing what's being offered and accepting what's being offered, but not expecting too much more. Not having that energy of the Fool where you've got your head in the clouds here. Because this King of Cups, when he's reversed, it can talk about somebody that is very vulnerable, that shows more vulnerability rather than strength. It can talk about somebody that is moody and sulky and manipulative. The King of Cups, when he's reversed, he allows his emotions to control. And it can be to the extreme of like some form of emotional blackmail or being manipulative. The thing is, Libra, I'm not necessarily seeing a massive breakup or anything like that for this month. But I am seeing the need for you to work out or have a calm discussion about what it is the other person is actually wanting from this relationship and what it is they're actually offering you. Because there's definitely been a stressful period going on within this relationship. And it may very well be very tempting at the moment for you to lose your temper and to go charging in like this Knight of Swords. But it's not going to help resolve anything. It's just going to end up like this, where there's just going to be more arguments and more issues and problems to be resolved. You need to work out exactly what this Knight of Cups is offering you. And you need to be very careful here with this King of Cups. When he's reversed, as I said, he can resort to emotional blackmail here. And the thing is, you see, if you are dealing with a water sign, as I said, they are very emotional. Everything is about their emotions. But with you being an air sign, you're very much to do with your mind and your logic. And you base your decisions from your logic. As I said, I don't see breakups this month, but I do see some issues that have got to be resolved here. And it may well be that you are going to need to just accept what is being offered at the moment and not try to push or accept or expect, anything more than that. Because it may just well be that your partner at the moment is not in an emotional place whereby they are prepared to give you any more or offer you any more than they already are. So, Libra, that does bring this reading to an end, okay? As I said, I don't see any breakups, but definitely some problems and issues to be resolved. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. And I'll be back again soon to do your career reading. Thank you. Bye.